broken. Ricky still in the pool. Have we seen either of these teams play? Ugh.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I love the reaction. No matter what, this is gonna be EG pulling out Legion Commander. It's always just gonna be, it's not even against a Bat Rider. What's your purpose? What are you doing here?
Well, you take off Searing Chains, big deal. I mean, if you get to level 25, then it's a good hero, right? So we saw that the other series.
You dual hold people right beside the egg. You're not going anywhere, you know.
It's true.
But it's outside the egg, not a crazy amount of team fight. I guess you got a little bit of chaos between Void and the bird, but
I mean, this signals that it's a Void mid now, Void Spirit. So pretty much banning out position ones. I mean, I guess for Sadboys, it's pretty clear what their cores are doing too.
I feel like this is just like, oh, Ursa's banned. Okay. It'd be such a good Ursa pick. I mean, Jug is still decent. You have the spin plus Maledict for the Legion in lane. I mean, traditionally, like, Legion's a Jug counter because she does so much physical damage in lane. But with the Witch Doctor, plus the fact that Jug is so good against all of the other heroes, I think this is a really solid Jug pick. But it's PPD, so he's, like, thinking on 10 goddamn levels.
It's true.
We're on level 2, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Troll's still out there, right? I mean, Troll against the egg can't be the worst thing ever. Is Troll good everywhere else? But, you know, put aside the Troll talk. We got Timbersaw coming out here.
Moo Timbersaw.
Moo
If there's anything Sadboys is going to win with against any team, I mean, I would never count out a Moo Timber, man.
I mean, Phoenix is looking better and better with each pick that Sadboys is making, though. So I will say that.
That's true.
Ember is, you know, got some pure damage and whatnot, but yeah, they don't have a whole lot of answers for Timber right now, for sure.
All the Timber carry counters too are out. It's like Monkey King, Ursa. I mean, that's kind of it. Those are like the big ones.
Yeah,
you can Jug if you've like a good combo.
Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of check boxes this last pick for Undying does need to kind of fulfill. Or if they care about countering back what Sadboys has, if they're more self-centered about what they want to do, then maybe they kind of disregard that. But
yeah. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. Okay, very weird. What possibility is there to go for a literal position 1 Void Spirit where you get like Deso crit and stuff like that? I know there used to be a mid build going physical damage. Is there any possibility you can put that position 1 and then get like a silencer or something from mid? Because silencer's still really good.
I mean, to be fair with your theory here, Undying did essentially pick like 3 semi carries last game. Like Weaver, what didn't really carry the game, right? Like the Wind Ranger and OD, like these are both semi carries as well. Weaver's like a semi carry, doesn't get a Battle Fury, you know. He farms at the Maelstrom, so I would like that seems to be their style.
Morph would have been good too, actually.
Yeah, they're just banning out like all the magic damage and like Timber owning carries, honestly. Like Gyro as well. I really like that ban. That actually would have been quite nice.
If you're super flexing, you could do multiple. You could do offlane silencer still with Legion mid, position 1, Void Spirit, or vice versa. Like you could do a million things if you don't want like that super hard carry.
Right. I was thinking like you just run the Legion against the Ember, no matter where the Ember goes, and then you pick like a silencer, run it against the Timber, just like dump on him by literally stealing his int, and then Void Spirit just goes in like whatever the other lane is. That's possible. They could do some crazy lane swaps like that.
If you get silenced, you have to go Lotus. You have to force like Sadboys have to force itemization against it, right? Ember doesn't want to go Yules or BKB or whatever, but will have to Lotus on Timber and whatnot. Yep. Witch Doctor is just worthless. Earthshaker kind of as well.
Yeah,
not gonna be able to get anything. But Ricky is still there as well. That's one of the few carries left that's like legitimate. I don't know how good it is this game necessarily, but
you know what?
It's not bad.
I do feel like with regards to the Ricky pick, there's no tower push so far on Sadboys. Like which hero hits towers? Witch Doctor, like Earthshaker with Enchant Totem? It's none of them. Like Timbersaw just tanks towers. He doesn't push towers. So
yeah.
They would have time to farm on something like a Ricky. They definitely would. I guess we'll see with this last pick.
They get rid of an egg killer. Smokescreen also protects egg if they want to go for that. For the other side, like maybe Sadboys can go Ricky.
That Jug's still out there
not as
too.
Good, probably, but that's true. Jug is still there.
I mean,
it's a nice Jug.
Bad to run Medusa back. If they wanted to pull it back and go again. Oh,
Luna.
Cool. Okay. I want to make a prediction here. He's gonna go the magic damage build. He's gonna go Aghanim Scepter, Sanchin or Kaya and Yasha. I think. I've seen it. That's like a big Europub strat right now.
All right. Real question: who gets priority on day-night cycle? The egg from Phoenix or Luna Eclipse nighttime? Which wins out in the end, or is it just based on the order alone?
I think it's egg.
Okay, Trent says egg.
wins.
You think it's egg, Jenkins?
Okay. Well, I was
You weren't
going to
just
say
fed
egg.
information.
I was going to
Okay.
say egg
Just making sure.
because I play Night Stalker and this piece of shit Phoenix presses egg, and then I'm just flying and slow and sad.
Mm.
And it would really bother me if literally just some Luna, she's just like, ooh, I like the moon. All of a sudden she can make it night and Night Stalker can. What would that bullshit be? Anyway, sorry. Thanks, Trent.
If you go magic build, you don't want to go Manta. Is that correct normally? Or do you?
Yes.
They go
Yeah.
for the jug.
Ooh, they go for
No, no
jug.
Manta. You go Ags, Refresher,
Yeah.
Octarine.
But is Fear
Ayasha?
tuning into the EU pubs and trying to go with the new stuff, or would Fear
I
try to
think he
pull out
is.
something of old? You think so? Okay. Well,
I think he is.
the
We'll
draft's
see.
done. We got 10 picks before us, gentlemen. Give me your predictions, though. Suns fan?
Oh dear, dearest me, oh my. I have no idea. Flip a coin. Okay, Undying.
All right.
No clue. I picked a Legion. Oh no.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Sadboys. I'm never gonna bet against Moo Timber. Never.
All right, good stuff from
Good
the
point.
panel. Let's go ahead and toss to a real fast break. But when we come back, it's going to be Trent Lyrical to bring you the broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again. We're here taking a look at game number 2. Sadboys facing off against the Undying squad, who, again, we should reiterate, gave him a shellacking, as the panel would say in game number 1.
A mega shellacking, I believe.
Sorry, I got to get
Yes.
the terminology right. I wasn't paying attention. As soon as they started talking, I just shut off.
It's all white noise. I understand. Yeah.
But we do have a little bit of a pause at the start of this game. But Trent, you got to take a look at the drafts. We're anticipating maybe a magical Luna this game. How you feeling about that?
Yeah, a little bit of a mix-up happening, right? Not going to be the fun little running around the map kind of Ember. It will be a core position 2 this time for DNM. So, yeah, I don't know. Fear right now, you know, currently he has Treads and the mom queued up. So
Okay.
we'll see if he sticks that way. It doesn't necessarily negate the eggs build. But I think that the jug coming out at the end might have given us some hesitation a little bit, just because you don't really have to deal with like the spin and everything can be a bit frustrating. And egg going down, they have a couple of trickeries versus the Eclipse, but it is certainly a very popular build right now.
Yeah, and if nothing else, if the games go late, you can eventually get it later on, either through Roche or, whatever. It can be a strong combo. But like you said, early on, queuing up Wraithband, Treads, and then the Mask of Madness, which is amazing for farming up those Ancients, which I would imagine we're going to see some stacking going on early on. Dubu? He's going to run into old Snake King and PPD. They get the block off. He's going to do a double back. Bye, guys. Sprike.
I sense distortions in
He's
the
away.
void.
Nice and safe for the inch. And this hero, definitely someone who can crush the safe lane. Try and make a good farming space for pretty much any position 1. I think the good Ench players really like separate out this hero and show why it's so busted. And you saw what Duba did, right? Showed himself, and now he's ran away because his jug's not here. Jug's down bottom, but they're probably going to assume that the jug's there. And I don't even know what layer of mix-up they're going for right now. Tomato's going for the tier 3 block. This has become very popular lately now, where if the position 1 is in the off lane, they just start instantly body blocking the creep wave. Oh, Tomato, no!
Oh, Tomato, what have you done?
I should not have drawn attention to that. Sorry, Duba's here. We're good.
Dubu was going to catch it back up. Yeah, sprinking it up. Check. We're good to go. And nothing of value was lost. But likewise, over on the top lane, this is the other thing you can do. Body block or rather fissure block. But one of those creeps got through. This might still meet underneath the tower. The whole point, the reason you do this is to make sure the Radiant creeps are under there. And it looks like it will happen.
Oh, the shifty plays we could do. Oh, no, Moon! Oh, the cask was coming, but he was trying to TP up to the tier 1 tower.
Got him underneath that tower afterwards. So well done there. And it looks like we're set up for a solo Moo down bottom, having to deal with Dubu, who does already have 1 point up at Impetus. Going to be pretty annoying for the old Mooster. which is how I'm going to say his name from now on.
Well, it helps when there's Moon as well. We'll just separate them with Moon and Mooster.
Yes.
Actually, what he calls his Smurf accounts.
Is it?
Yeah, he's the Mooster.
Are you
Helping out
kidding
everybody. Yes, yes, that's not real. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, Mooster in some trouble underneath the tower, getting hit, getting punched, getting got. Tomato finishes him off.
Always trying to punish those Timber Saws before they have 2 points in the reactive armor. It's a classic. And, oh, Saberlight. Okay, all right. I see.
Wow.
Starting things off with the tips.
I like to see it.
Letting them know.
Cannot afford to die again right now. Dubu not able to get a creep as that camp was all blocked out, but does have the sentry.
He's got 2
so
mangoes,
man.
man.
Gonna have another one.
That's a lot of damage, potentially. I feel like they're
top.
going to try and kill Moo again before he's 3.
Saberlight taking some extra right clicks in there, but able to get out. Oh, and Moo gets in time. He's going to block out that camp. That's so important. Imagine if like a Satyr spawned right there.
Yeah, that's the real sad stuff if that occurs. Speaking of sad stuff, Peter not going to get hit there. He's living. At least not with enough damage, that is.
But so far, Saberlight seems to be getting a good amount out of this lane, although it does get fissure blocked now. So maybe I spoke a bit too soon. Press the attack and tries to run out. Only a stick and Quelling Blade needs a couple more punches. The cask gonna connect, but not enough for the kill.
It was actually a good choice not to continue that right there, too. With that slow coming through, that could have been a lot of tower damage going back their way. It does at least force the TP out of Saberlight, which is honestly almost just as bad as dying anyway.
True.
But the Timber Chain's up for Moo, so that spin kill very unlikely to happen now, unless they can really catch him directly after going for like a range creep or something. And now he hits level 3. So life already looking better as we take a look at the mid lane.
Very similar to what we would expect in this matchup. It's basically even across the board, and it's much more likely we're going to be seeing that action in each of these side lanes here as they went on in, body blocked that pull so it doesn't have any free reign to stop the pressure coming in, and they're walking back with Legion, but it's not going to be quick enough as Moon going to go for the dive away, and he also is forced back. Does he have anything coming down the courier? Does look like he's got some tangos. That's something at least.
Well, I don't know about you and your viewing experience for your region here, but ever since that Ice game on the Legion Commander, the hero has not looked much better than that in any of the matches I have cast. The hero has been struggling hard. Have you had some good Legion games here?
We had one other. Oh god, well, Saberlight's about to die again.
Now what's the tip meta? Is Moo on it instantly? That's the real question. Oh no, he's gonna live.
Living. Okay. Barely 9 HP and has the salve afterwards. That's huge. We had a really good Legion game in game number 1 of the A-Team series earlier, where they were able to win. It looked really, really solid. Not for the start, but eventually. Not as great in this game, for sure. Both offlaners struggling like crazy.
Oh yeah, single-digit CS on the 2 of them.
Although Moo at least has level 4, whereas Legion is still at level 2.
That's a very good point.
Oh. Another round. Fear had another one, but did not throw out the Lucent Beam.
Yeah, but they are tri-laning, so it's still just level 1 on the Maledict, and it's that level 2 Maledict you're always looking for.
All right.
Meanwhile, mid lane, they're gonna bring the Hellbear Smasher mid rather than bottom, after finally getting one. And it's pre-level 6, but it's still hard to. Oh, nice play, DNM.
Does have Flame Guard ready, immediately enchants that one off, and now DNM getting ran down in some trouble, but will know his limits. Had the Fairy Fire too, so he'll be fine. But
yeah, that requires Peter though. He has to come down for the Bounty Rune. Oh man, that was risky. He was low HP, but he does win the race there. God, they're all so low. Oh, Snake King, no! What are you doing? Wrong neighborhood. He's like, you just came out of there, man. Like what?
Well played by Dubu. Having a hell of a start here on this Ench.
PPD did not give him the heads up, I guess.
Oh.
It's okay. He's like, I wanted to die.
That's right.
Bottle up my mid player. Yeah, that was a very rough series of events for DNM. Ever since being driven back there, and then he misses out on the Bounty Rune.
Well, tries to run. DNM.
They want this kill at 5 so bad.
Does not have Flame Guard. They already dispelled it, and the chase down, the right clicks, it's going to be there. Ryle finds the finish. And now this is with the catapult wave too. I'll bring the Wild Wing back.
You just get this under the tower as fast as you can right now. 13
Wow.
more seconds of no Ember.
Oh god. Yeah, that's a good amount of damage there. Snake King trying to slow this down, but it's a ton of damage onto that mid-tier 1. Again, Undying just looking really good in this series so far. Super impressed with their performances.
Yeah, they're gonna glyph, so the Radiant are gonna glyph here too. And now he's still level 5, man. Someone
Dude.
help him.
And Ench wasn't there right away though. She is coming back in with another Centaur Conqueror creep, and this is going to be able to tank that tower damage that much further. Like, I mean, even if they get 6 here, they're going to be able to get this tower at least close to it.
At least he
Dubu
lives.
there, the stomp, the chase down, Snake King dead underneath the tower, and now the catapult finishes it off as well. What a great series of events for Undying.
Dubu and Bryle are absolutely crushing this middle lane. What a like amazing set of plays there. Just so much control over the middle of the map, and despite bringing so many heroes, they weren't able to stop it at all. And that big delay on the level 6 for DNM just cut into these guys were even on last hits, and that whole thing started. And now he's lost his tower and is down CS too, and I'm sure by net worth by a significant margin here, about 800 and plus gold now as they grab another kill. This time onto Moomeander, so that's actually the first one for the Sadboys.
Oh. Well, that was super needed, and a really good play by Snake King to interrupt the dive mid-go with the Enchant Totem.
Punish on Dubu, perhaps, with the Fisher. No confidence. The Mud Golem is too much.
Scary. I guess that's the other thing is that, you know, pop another enchant here and suddenly you've got 2 extra boulders to hurl. But we're getting close now. 8-minute mark coming up. Moo has had some free time. He's starting to play catch up, particularly in terms of levels, and has his arcanes. So there's some strength there at the very least. His PPD gonna get hit by that Sunray, and the hurl boulders already used is enough with the right clicks to punch down and kill the Witch Doctor. They will lose Moon here most likely, as he's still taking a ton of damage, but Bryle also makes the move. Now the Stomp gonna connect. They're able to find DNM and likely take him down. One more punch is enough as he was out of mana.
He's getting destroyed by the Dispel.
Yeah,
Every
absolutely
time.
wrecked.
It's gone instantly. And, you know, maybe he has a chance for a turn to get some additional kills. Just ended.
Well, I think, like, this is why we've seen so many of the Embers sort of transition to more Chains builds when the Ench gets picked. I don't know. Very
Scrug
heads up
City
play.
for now, that's for sure. Saw Moo gave this big circle down bottom. I think he was saying, I think this is actually safe this game. Go farm there. You got glaives. I'm going to head top, bud. And Fear's got the mega farm build going on. He has 2 in the glaives and 3 in the blessing. Partially because they were in a tri lane too, I'm sure.
Yeah. That one definitely helps. Much needed. Just to get, you know, a little bit of me time.
What's sad though is there's no stacks set up for him because of how busy that mid lane was, right? Like, how are you supposed to stack? It's like impossible.
Yeah. And they definitely don't have him on the
Look where
Dire.
he's running, dude. Oh god,
Yeah, Fear.
that makes me so sad.
He just, I mean, this is what he has to do though, right? Like, there's no
Being
other option.
hounded.
Like, they're on him the whole time. Earthshaker just took one of his CS.
It's under 10
And now
minutes.
Bryle's here.
He was literally high ground.
I don't know. Like, what are you supposed to do? Look at freaking Bryle! He's literally just dancing in front of them. They don't have
And he's
any
getting
way
hit
to
by
punish
a
this.
level 1 Lucid. He's like, ooh, oh no.
All right, Bryle might have gone a bit too far. No, if he gets out right now, you've got to punish this. They try. Oh my God, the Remnant laid down right on top of it.
It's a
The
haste.
chase
He's
down.
dead, right?
Surely, I don't know. Press
Oh,
the
the
attack to keep Bryle alive and then duel afterwards to save his core's life. They try and find something, some salvation. Bryle again being chased down by DMN. And Bryle's like, team, hello? Is anybody else alive?
The bottle? Oh my
He's
god.
living. Dude, Bryle escaped danger and like, oh, so many resources put towards trying to kill him.
That was a lot of heroes, man. Wow. All right. Well, Fear found some space. Thank you, team, for all of your efforts there. That was some creeps back into his pocket there. So he's 3rd on the board right now. Pretty significant gap. About a 30% Well, actually, I mean, you call it a 50% gap if you want, because you know he's 4K and the Jug's 6K right now. That's rough.
Oof. Yeah, not a great time. They can't even get that enchanted creep there. I mean, Dubu is just playing so unbelievably in their face. They will kill off the Phoenix. Had Supernova, but decided not to pop it. Wants to save that for maybe a bigger engagement.
Tomato has Treads, Battle Fury, and Wand at 11 minutes.
What? How? What?
That's
like,
gross. I mean, wow. Like, I mean, he was hitting Ancients quite a bit too. He's actually just been hitting creeps too. 112 CS right now and the 1 kill.
what's his CS compared to the Luna? He's more than double her CS. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that's not where you want to be as a Luna, that's for sure.
Think about when Dubu went mid too, and how good his game still has been, because he just started cutting away from the Timber. He was just solo farming the waves in between the tier 1 and the tier 2, the bottom lane.
There's just no punish. Wow, 2,000 gold lead. I mean, again, it's I guess not like the end of the world, because you're still like have like a fighting force on Sadboys.
Well, they see fear here with this OBS. Is anyone gonna TP for this?
Maybe. In the meantime, they're gonna lose Dubu on the other side of the map. If they can get the return kill onto Fear, it'd be big. But it looks like Fear, recognizing the danger of his position, is just gonna back out.
Yeah, that's just Dubu playing where he's saving Tomato, I think.
Right.
We need a game plan here, Sadboys. I mean, to be fair, the game's not actually that out of hand. It looks really bad from our perspective because we see how farm Tomato is, but in fact, it might actually feel kind of bad because you see this guy's level 11, but in reality, they're only like 2K gold down, and it just ticked over to 2K too. Yeah, it's like oscillating in between, so it's not a unconquerable gap there, as Moo will start trying to bully Saberlight.
It's just also feeling like the way that they're playing it's accentuating that lead. Like every... I don't know what move you really make at this point if you're Sadboys. Like, Ember kind of needs to come online.
He's low on mana.
Oh, no. Yeah, they got him. Omni Slash down, dead. Like, that's the thing, right? Is like, who makes moves on Sadboys right now? It has to be the Ember, and he was the one that was getting destroyed.
I feel anguish just watching them like move around the map right now. It just looks sad. I don't want to be any of these heroes on Radiant.
Yeah. We'll see if something can change here. Moon is level 7 on the Phoenix. Earthshaker, how close is he getting to Blink Dagger? He's still about 1,000 gold away. That might be a moment where you can do something if Snaking can get towards those levels and get that Blink online.
They're trying to help him. They've been giving him some lane creeps too. They're not just like handing it all over to Fear. They understand how important that's going to be for Snake King. Probably not a game he's going to have Blink and Shard by 20, but Moo also doing a great job this game, being this front and center hero, just chasing after Tomato, being a nuisance.
Did he cut that tree?
Yeah,
He did cut that tree.
Yeah, he cut that tree.
Oh my god, what a guy.
We see that so often now. Everyone loves it.
PPD gonna run away from the sun.
Yeah, he got a Maledict on. Looks like he didn't even have to pop the ulti.
They find him. Left, right. Find him. Oh, you don't need that. Couldn't get him.
No.
Smoke up, maybe? I was trying to set up here on a Brile.
That Centaur, I think, just saved Brile's life.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hero. That could have been a Fissure into a potential Eclipse attempt there. Oh, then again, what does his Eclipse even look like? All right, he doesn't even have it, and he has 2 points. So, probably not going to be whipping out the old Eclipse anytime soon. Also, not going for the magic build, obviously, once your build looks like this.
Tomato, dying in Fountain? Fairy Fire? Anything? Wait, he didn't even go back to base? What? This guy's crazy.
15 HP.
Oh my god! Tomato's insane! What the hell?
I think he just thought he was going to live, and then suddenly the damage was stacking up a little bit faster than expected, but he's got a healing ward, he's got an edge. Oh, like, even bring over the Satyr regen aura. Why not?
That was the ballsiest play I've ever seen. Dude
That
gets
doesn't
brought
stop
down to
farming, man.
nothing.
You want to know how he is so many CS? That's why he's so many CS right there.
That was wild. All right, well, 3,000 gold lead, and 4 to 7.
All right, Snaking's got this wave mid. More gold. It's coming. Shaker, the king. In the South America region, we have a saying when we watch the games, and that's we ride or die with the king. But today, the king was actually dethroned finally, Mr. Wraith King, and we have a new king, and it's Earthshaker. So,
It's really
Snake
good.
King trying to flex this hero a little bit and see if it can give them the comeback.
Feels like the type of hero that can hold high ground and punish so hard when people dive in. And, well, speaking of diving in, they found themselves the Ember. Another Omni Slash used, another dead Ember. Right now, sitting 2-4-0. It has been a rough game for DNM, and I don't even know if they're going to be able to find anything afterwards. Sadboys trying to chase in here. But they get the clap, they get the chase away, all the vision in the world, and they get out.
They are slippery, just like last game. In and out, right?
Yeah.
Can't lock anyone down. It's another lack of like shorter stuns on Sadboys. Not even. I mean, I guess it's another just deficit of the lanes and a lot of pressure and bullying from Undying. They're very good at playing aggressive without overextending.
Right.
That's got to be the hallmark of this team in this series, at the very least.
Making sure that they never step just a bit too far and then get punished that way.
Yeah, that one little bit of greed, right? That's all it takes. It's like, oh, I've got duel. Oh, I've got Omni. You really want to make that play. But Snaking, all of that effort that they've given him, it's been rewarded. He's got the blink. He's got 4 points in the Aftershock. Now is their time. They're going to smoke up with the Echo and the Death Ward, and they're going to pick their target here.
I mean, we'll see if Fear goes with them. Only has level 1 Eclipse, 3 points right now in the Lucent Beam, even though he's level 12. And they kind of are in a decent position for a fight. It's so tough. Like, who do you even really go on? I mean, it's not easy to kill Jug by any stretch of the imagination. He's level 15 too, my god.
Meanwhile,
Instead, oh man, DNM. It is a game that he would want us to forget.
all right, here we go. Oh no, Tomato's leaving. No.
Yeah, Tomato's gone. This is really
wait.
rough. Oh, wait.
Here we go.
Echo, lay down. Can they kill him? Fissure, everything. He gets the spin off, the healing ward afterwards. Living Tomato. He did it to him again.
Come on.
It hurts. Trent, it hurts real bad. As they're going to take down Snake King. They're going to maybe lose another afterwards. Oh, if Fear goes down here, it is going to be devastating. The Sun Ray on the other side. Old man Fear left in the grave. Undying will not be denied.
They showed up today. Wow. They look incredible.
Oh, and they found another. DPD throws out that stun. I don't know if it's going to work. Saberlight trying to live through it. They don't quite connect there onto DNM.
Man.
But nonetheless, PPD dies back trying to walk to the fountain.
I'm getting those like MVP vibes, you know?
Yeah.
This is just like completely aggressive, but still that controlled, like somehow it still works out for you every time. Sort of diving.
Try harder. Damn, dude. Undying looks sick. This team looks really good. I feel like this is the team that's sort of grown so much over the DPC so
Fear.
far. And
Oh, no.
Fear walks right into him. Tomato finds another free pick off here. Tries to walk into the creep wave, and that's going to be enough to get him out. Holy moly, that would have been devastating. They also kill Moon. All right. Sadboys coming back into it a little bit here.
Peter's trying to make something happen here. He's like, guys, we got to do something.
Yeah.
Ember's
Ooh.
coming too.
Need to make
And
the
he's
play.
got spin TP here.
Yeah, and that's going to be enough to get him out. Jeez.
We
Ooh.
got the Phoenix.
There you go, right? Well, it's just about to hit that 20-minute mark. We haven't seen a tier 2 tower taken yet. 7,000 gold lead. But it's definitely tilting into the favor of Undying. We've seen bigger comebacks before, though. Not outside of the realm of possibility.
Snaking with the fast fingers. Tries the blink duel. Snaking says no.
All right. And I guess, yeah, they got Shaker Shard eventually, too.
One man. And save his team.
Right?
That's pretty much the story of Earthshaker these days.
That game number 1 that we saw earlier today, Black and Yellow versus A Team. That, I mean, it wasn't just one. It was the Grimstroke Dark Portrait too. But holy moly, Earthshaker did a lot. So I mean, we've seen some crazy stuff from this hero. It would be a big comeback for them to do it again. As
this is bad. That's an eggs.
they find Tier. Oh, okay.
Well,
Trying to
the
control. No, duel. Saberlight. He went in deep. Essence Ring tries to get out.
That was nice. He saved Bryle with that blink, press the attack. Bryle was dead because that catapult was going to bounce right back to him, and he was going to get chain stun and killed. So that's worth that. All right, I'm impressed at the Legion play. That was a save.
I mean, he did also die, but
Yeah, but it's a better trade. Bryle just got his Agnums. You don't want this guy in the ground. You want this guy slaying them all.
that's fair. The Dessa's done too for the Ember.
That is real. That is not an illusion.
Ooh. It's the stun onto 2. Heal coming in from a couple different sources afterwards.
All right, will he live? I think he's living.
And shield,
Good
and then
heals.
also. But now they've got DNM. Silence tries to make something happen. Snake King jumped in, gonna get caught by the duel afterwards. Chains on a couple, but the big old stun and the Omni Slash comes through afterwards. Fear kills the healing ward, but is gonna get ran down by Tomato. Sadboys lose their core as Undying keeps streaming in. Tomato got DNM in his sights. The blink forward, looking for some body blocks, looking for the beatdown. Will be able to chase and kill that Ember.
no.
And now the Yule Scepter lift up afterwards. Oh, it hit on the creep. Moo living because of that one. That would have been devastating. I mean, it's already devastating enough. Undying is just, again, looking unstoppable.
Yeah, you can eclipse the sun, but you cannot eclipse the egg. And Moon just not tested, really. I mean, he's had a couple deaths so far, sure, but when it comes to the big team fights, the eggs have been on point. It can look real easy on the hero, and healing ward available. They can go right into the roast, but he's got that minus 20-second healing ward talent too, which is really nice. Lets them just stay crazy active this game. Especially when your push isn't necessarily like incredible, right? They don't really have a true pushing hero other than Ench, and she's much more about the tier 2s and the high ground. The tier 1s, obviously.
Yeah, it's a kind of, I like the idea though. Definitely pretty neat. I feel like I normally see the attack speed, but I like the healing ward cooldown and, you know, just extra bits of pressure they can put on there.
I mean, with how they're playing, it's exactly what they want.
Yeah.
Hey, Fear, there's a ward there.
Oh no.
Okay. There you will be allowed to live. Saberlight actually doesn't have any damage yet.
Yeah, I'm a bit impressed though with like you say, he's in much more about the other parts of his gameplay as opposed to just the duel.
Yeah.
Like press the attacks to save and stuff.
The save's been great. There is Ob-centric combo there, so they do see Saberlight approaching. Hopefully it is spotted though, so he's not going to get ganked. Moon has the egg up, so dangerous fight to walk into. They do not have the chain stuns unless they commit like all of Snake King stuff there.
I love to see that. He just walks up, drops the egg on their head, it's a little taunt, and then walks away.
Ooh, the fake back. The run back up into your triangle smoke. There, are they geniuses? Oh, that was Snake King's line. Well, they know. They seem to know exactly what they're doing. They're like, they're gonna smoke here because it's 25 minutes. Yep.
They're ready, waiting.
All about the silence.
Jump
from
up
Bryle.
there. They get the silence onto one, pulling the Earthshaker afterwards. Dude, Bryle, what a combo there. The chase down as DNM gonna try and Remnant away, still slowed. Saberlight wants to chase. They get the Remnant connection yet again with no vision. They just find the man.
Who is
the
this guy?
silence is there. Saberlight has blink off cooldown in a second. Give him the duel. Give him the victory.
Bryle is playing out of his mind this series.
Yeah.
And this is like some 2018 or 2019 Bryle or something. I don't know. I remember Bryle popping off a lot when he first came into the scene. You know, he's been a hot new talent. Still good, still great, but man, flashes of brilliance here today.
Yeah, it's been really impressive. And I know what you mean. Like, there's been times where it's been like, is it, you know, still showing up the same way as before, and oh, definitely
God,
is
please
now.
no. Oh no. Oh,
They found him, but look at the rest of them. The rest of the team's moving into position. Silence on 2. Meanwhile, the Eclipse just gonna explode Bryle, and as we're heaping praises on him, he gets punished.
I underestimated the speed of that support. They looked much further away.
Yeah. Well played.
There's Bryle. He's back. Back on the PC. Hop back in the chair. Thanks for keeping it warm for me there, bud. I can finish up the series. All right, well, 11K lead now for Sadboys. Beast turning it around. Well, a lot of them still remain the same. The Echo Slam. I mean, Moo is still playing excellent this game. Fear, once again, just like the Medusa game, a shocking amount of farm considering the situation.
Right.
I think the thing that surprises me is that he still has allies that have farm. In like the way that he is still garnering gold, but like somehow Moo is still like decently farmed at the same time, you know?
Yeah, they're doing a good job of farming in places that normally wouldn't be quite as safe. As Tomato going to hit away at this tier 3 tower with the healing ward back behind him. They're going to glyph the wave, try and clear through it as much as possible. But they've got the Sunray behind. They've got that healing ward that's going to be back up again in 10 seconds.
And that Ag
and
shard
Undying
too.
back out.
It's just so good.
Yeah. Ags and Shard. It's got both.
Yeah.
Healing ward drop back behind him yet again. Bottom lane, meanwhile, being pushed in by these illusions of the jug. He's hitting away at that ranged Rax. Gonna take it down. The taunt pulls in the Timber Saw. Moo, Spirit Vessel afterwards. He does get in there and take down that healing ward. But it is gonna be the first Rax laid down to rest as Undying continue this destructive streak here in this game number 2. And looking to try and close this one out in an easy 2-0 fashion.
Yeah, it started in game 1 and it never really stopped. Feels like they've been in control for the entire 2 games now. Tomato, again, with the shard, like it just makes sieging so easy on the Juggernaut. One of the reasons that it feels really strong right now. We have a lot of really good carries to choose from, but going for these pushes, this hero is one of the best ones.
Walks the healing ward away while Moo's trying to get forward there and take it down. I mean, it's not easy. Stun comes out, but as you said, the spin afterwards got all the heal in the world.
It's so
Press the
safe.
attack behind. What do you do?
Now, if you don't have any way to like pierce to like, you know, some swap or something, like there's just there's no punish. And this is what they all do. They just wait. They wait for the next wave, then they run back on the high ground with their healing ward because he has the cooldown reduction talent, and then you just spin on the building again.
I mean, he's not even going for the spin yet. Like, he's just literally walking up and hitting it sometimes. He's saving it. But yeah. H is down.
All right,
okay,
this is your
there's gonna
time.
be the spin.
We're
DPD.
snaking.
Oh, careful.
This is where you're supposed to have your smoke ready.
Yeah. Ryle goes in there, makes a little bit of mischief. And they do have that smoke ready now. DPD ready to go to moment's notice. Are they going to walk up the hill again?
Ryle found an Arcane rune. He's coming back. He's hasted for a little bit with Arcane, though. But Arcane with the Aghanim Scepter is a rather terrifying sight.
Oh my god, the big combo comes out, but Ryle able to come in and interrupt, and the press the attack was there afterwards. Moon jumps back, still has Supernova available. They don't have enough to kill him.
They were so ready for that, it wasn't even funny.
So ready.
Sound strategy is right.
Like, and they're back up to full, and now all the resources have been used. Echo's down, Eclipse is down. Like, what's left? No chance. Undying, so prepared. Oh, okay. A little bit of a Lotus there used. Swish Slash not going to do what they wanted it to.
Trying to ricochet Fear out of the base.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now, 30-minute mark coming up right now. We haven't seen that outpost claimed by Undying. That would be one nice thing they could maybe head on over and try and take.
Yeah, that would have been really good, actually. They're just like so hell-bent on kind of ending this, I think, right now.
Yeah. Well, they hit him again. Spin. Shard. Doing the damage onto it. Tomato realizes, okay, gotta be careful. Silence now onto a couple. Jumps in. Fissure. Good combo. Moon gets the angle right at the end. But they're gonna be able to blow it up. Omni Splash afterwards. They destroy the Legion. Tomato still trying to chase and kill off Fear. Can't quite get him. But the right clicks. It's gonna be enough with that shard. Tomato tries to TP out. He's gonna get broken. Tomato, you went too deep. My man, what happened?
Measured aggression. Measured aggression. That was the play. All right, so pretty big tactical mistakes from Undying in the past 3 minutes. Not taking the bottom outpost, continuing to siege after the Aegis was gone. Like, I agree, you're really far ahead, and they probably just felt like they were doing them a good service by like still trying it. But you know, tactically, optimally, they probably should have just backed off again.
That sounds boring, Trent. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. They've been, pedal to the metal the whole way through. I don't blame them necessarily for stopping, because it looks like they're ready to crush the spirits that remain from Sadboys, but they're still fighting back. Very impressed by the resilience here.
True.
And that gold lead's pretty big, but the XP lead's only like 5k now after a couple of kills.
And
Some spells.
that percentage chance, it's creeping up a little bit. You give them a little bit of time. Again,
They might hit double digits if we wait long enough.
A lot of what sets this up is that shard for Earthshaker. It's no joke. This thing is insane.
Yeah, you saw it right there how impactful it can be. And then when the Aether comes out, that's when we get things rolling.
That's when pain just fills your soul. And the Sadboys, their own sadness turns onto you.
That's pretty deep, man.
I'm a poet, Trent. God damn it. All right. 20-10. Roche back up now. Short respawn.
I think this is where Bryle's only other death was.
Dire are
Okay.
scared.
Near the side of this bridge here. Has he gone a bridge too far once more?
Hello, friends. That is a dead Snake King. No buyback. And now looking for more silence. Onto Luna. Hanging onto that
That's
BKB. Ready to go. Swift Slash jumps in. Tomato spin. Fear. Dead. That's a dieback. He didn't use BKB. Wasn't going to keep him alive.
Yeah, he didn't believe. He's probably right.
Well, that is a free Roche if they want it, or they're just going to go back up and hit the buildings again. I mean,
Hey,
they know that
unfinished
they bought
business.
back. How much can they get here? This is a lot.
Yeah, this isn't easy 2 lanes. They can't take top anyway. But I mean, we've seen the Jug go, right? Like, he's at the point now. It's about like the push isn't like incredible. Like now the push is great. Jug's very farmed right now. Full Scotty's flying out. They have the healing ward.
Oh, no. I mean, at least there's that tier 2 that's up top, but I mean, that might not last for too long either. If they want to, they can either head on back towards Roche or head top and try and take that one as well.
Oh, they can easily chain tower into Roche, and Moo's gonna try and delay it a little bit by catching this wave. Be lucky if he makes that alive, I feel like. He's got Lotus and Yules though, so it is hard for Bryle to just lock him down.
And yeah, Moon saying, "All right, we'll let you get away with that one, Mister." We'll see if they head on in towards Roche now. Probably will. But yeah.
Excuse me? Dubu? Pipe? Pipe 4-staff? Man, he is farmed.
Yeah. I mean, he has more net worth just about than the next 2 supports on Sadboys. He's catching up to the Ember. This game is again fallen completely off the rails for Sadboys. This Undying team is the real deal. People need to watch out. They're no joke.
I don't think they were ever on the rails.
That's right.
Yeah.
Railless.
Well, they're all just kind of smoked around Fear now as they were perhaps thinking about an Aegis contest there, but last they lurk, hoping that someone walks onto this creep wave.
You know what this team kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of like TNC from like a year ago or so, or like 2 years ago maybe. This Undying team. It's like crazy aggression and like they just dominate their lanes and then randomly they'll like throw for a little bit and then just win.
then tighten it back up. Yeah, one of those.
Has fallen.
Oh, what is this big brain play? The 3 back heroes smoked up. Now they are returning to Tomato and Dubu. I think they were looking to find someone running off to the east there for like bounties or something. Oh, dude, they're on a bounty hunt.
Oh. Hello. Ooh.
My
Close,
bad.
close.
He's like, I'm sorry. I pressed the attack.
Should have gotten him.
Actually, I think he pre-cast it anyway, so it's not even on that.
True. Well, nonetheless, 35 minutes in now. One final lane of racks looking to be secured by Undying. It got a little bit testy towards the end of their last siege, but they did prevail there. We'll see if Sadboys can somehow try and slow this down or stop it. Motto walks up to high ground. Does not care about Moo all that much. And Fissure. Combo comes out with the totem. Silence onto several. Spin afterwards. I press the attack, saving a life for a moment. They don't manage to hit on that second round. And Earthshaker still hanging on to that Echo Slam. things get too scary.
They don't want to commit the big spells until Undying look kind of planted on the high ground. Like Peter, some decent opportunities there as well for the Death Ward, but just continuing to hold this Snake King just waves his totem furiously back and forth.
You gotta do something. Pass the time. Silence. Control. Fissure. Mules lift up. But he's low. Move going to be the one that drops. They take down that Timbersaw. Bryle jumped in on him. They have buyback available. Fear now, caught for a second. Omni Slash, but now it's switching back over. They take down PPD. He doesn't have buyback. The control is there, but a 4-step and then the turn. Able to make it happen. The Supernova is down. The egg is dropped. A triple kill for Bryle. Standout performance in this game, and GGs are called. Undying, take no prisoners.
Not a whole lot left to go on in that game, or go on about, that is. That was a lesson, I guess. That was some free education. That was sound strategy, as Saberlight would say, throughout these two games. Very impressive gameplay. Not even just like, the draft or the overall strategy, just the actual button pressing, man. These guys, they were clean throughout this game, like casting of the spells, engaging in the team fights, movements across the map. Pretty much everything was crisp here from Undying. And Sadboys, they didn't get to play Dota today.
No, it did not look like it. And I felt like they gave DNM the treatment in this series, particularly this last game, man. 7 deaths, most in the game. And it was just like all those early rotations. And some of that's Dubu, like recognizing I'm just going to go in there and he's not going to have Flame Guard anymore.
Yeah,
felt pretty bad.
There's been a lot of talk about Undying, just like kind of hyping them up as a definite like top 3, everyone wants to say. But then, of course, you get Sadboys and the Zoomers to contest with. But I was expecting more of an even match. Was not expecting Undying to just play so incredibly well here today. So very impressed on their prospects moving forward here. And Sadboys, after a game like that, you feel like the mentality there is rough. It's definitely going to be one you're going to have to talk about and try and figure out exactly what went wrong here.
Right, and there's a lot to talk about there to figure out where they want to go next. I think their spot is definitely secure in the upper division, but questions about where exactly they're going to land up still to come. And I'm sure the panel is going to break down all of that wonderful action. We're going to head to a quick break. When we get back, the panel is going to talk about all the wonderful things that Undying has been doing. We'll have to see what they say about the state of the NADPC, because a lot of questions have been answered today.
Well, back, and with that, our Thursday has concluded. Undying bring a heavy 2-0. I'm back with Suns fan and Jenkins. Gentlemen, I didn't expect that today's hypest series would be coming from A-Team versus Black and Yellow. I know there was a lot on the line for that series, but this series was just a crushing here. I'll leave it to you. Give me the grading on shellacking for game number 2 if you had Mega for game number 1.
Let me look at my tier list again just to consult here. So that was a mega shellacking from game 1, right? So I think this is just a regular shellacking, if I'm being fair. Just a good old-fashioned, unless you want to create a new thing to add to the list. We can come up with like 20 tiers if we want. But Undying just is kind of clinical. They got that tier 1 mid. That was one of the coolest segments I've ever seen, actually, in Dota. That getting that tier 1 tower, just keeping that catapult alive, having a bunch of creeps aggro the tower. They got that at like 7 minutes, and it was just a snowball from there. Tomato
that's such a Dubu move, man, to just cut the wave like that. He's so annoying. He's such an annoying player. As an offlane player, like I can't stand this guy. I hate Dubu actually, and that means he's good.
Yeah, no, he's definitely. I mean, Tomato, the mega farmed, like double net worth of everybody, and when it's a Juggernaut, you get your shard, you get your Aghanim Scepter, you have the healing ward cooldown reduction on the talent. You're just hitting towers for free, essentially. A little bit sloppy on the first take of the barracks, but it didn't really matter. They just Sadboys were just stuck in their base for a good 15 minutes.
So what does this say as a statement now? Because we've got to witness Sadboys versus Evil Geniuses in the first week of play. Sadboys did lose that series, but they took a game. Just the other day, it felt like Undying dropped to EG 0 and 2. Here, Undying come and just steamroll kind of past Sadboys. So, is it just kind of a bad matchup for Sadboys going against Team Undying? Did Sadboys go against EG when they probably were a bit more rusty? what do we make of this now that Undying have kind of set the statement, taking down Sadboys so convincingly? It feels like there's now more of a separation between the middle of the pack. There's like a top 3, a middle 2, and a bottom 3.
Yeah, I agree. I think this says more about Undying to me than it does about Sadboys. Just that, like, for instance, this Ember Spirit flex pick, having Moon play that hero instead of, like, putting it on mid, and then you get this Brile, like, last pick Wind Ranger, which completely popped off in the game. I mean, that to me just speaks to a team becoming comfortable with each other and picking in a way that is both, like, strategic and good for just good drafting. It's just good drafting. That's all it is. And you can only do that if a team is actually, like, comfortable and they have synergy and they trust each other.
Yeah, clearly Undying have been showing that kind of flexibility and chemistry so far. So it looks like we actually have our winner interview here. I believe, if you can hear me, Moon Meander, how's it going?
Hello. Yeah, good.
Awesome. Moon, congratulations on the convincing win 2-0, taking down Sadboys. It's great to have you on the mic. So I want to ask, obviously in your previous series against EG, a tough loss going 0-2. So what was the motivation today coming in? Were you here to kind of put on a bit of a statement to try to take a 2-0, or just taking each opponent one at a time?
We knew we were gonna 2-0 these guys. They we they are screen partners and they couldn't touch us at all. So it's not only a statement. I think we got owned by EG because I think I got slightly outplayed in the draft slightly, and then I think their strat was good, and we learned from it. And these guys just tried to copy EG, so unoriginal. The aggro trialing with the Medusa, with the Shaker, like both games aggro trialing, and then just today, like I was like kind of shocked. Game 1, I was like calling they going trialing already, and game 2, I was like, are they really gonna do the same thing again? And then they did it, and it's kind of unoriginal, honestly.
Okay,
All right.
I got a double
I like
question
it.
for you, Mr. Mumia. First of all, the thing I like about you the most is that you're very blunt. You don't give a shit what people think. You just say what's on your mind. That's the beauty of pro sports, in my opinion, especially when it comes to personalities like yourself. So you said that you weren't. Well, let me put it this way: were you surprised at all at how easy the series looked, at least from our perspective?
No, not at all. Like I said, we were prepared for these guys. We know they have a couple of aces up their sleeve with their Coddle and the Moon Timber Saw, so that's pretty much like the few strategies that they have. And the game 1 draft was very wonky, but I just, I watch Mason stream all the time, and when, offlaner seems uncertain to pick, you don't know what to pick, just click the Weaver, and everything will go good.
Yeah, so it seems. Okay, so second question, Mr. Moomiander. The team you have to beat now is going to end up being Quincy Crew. How do you feel you guys match up versus them?
I mean, these guys have been the bane of our existence for a better part of a year and a half, for 14 months to be exact. We haven't beat them, come close in many grand finals. And looks like to go to the major, we have to beat them again. And it always comes down to these guys, and EG if they ever choose to play. That's what this NA scene has been about. These two teams have been the gatekeepers of NA for 14 months, and hopefully we can break that. I highly respect each and every one of their players on the Quincy Crew and their drafting and their play style. It's going to be a tough opponent for sure.
Awesome. That's
Cool.
a match we're extremely hyped for. We also have Jenkins here, and we sometimes let him ask
Jenkins.
questions. So,
Hello.
Jenkins, please.
Hello, Moon. Sorry for ruining a lot of your pubs, number one. Number two, I want to know, how do you learn from playing a team of a lower caliber? Like, what is it that when you're looking at the replay, what is it that you look for in the replay when you know that you're just better? But like you don't want to waste that time, right? Like you have to learn from those teams, even though you're better. Like, what is it that you look for in a replay?
Yeah, so basically, I don't know whether Bob was gonna get mad at me if he relinks, but when we scrape EG, we will like own exercise in lane. He's like 1.5k net worth that one scrape, but he has 0 deaths and crit has 0 deaths. And then when we get owned in lane, we have like 6-7 deaths. And when we scream a lower tier team, and my teammates are kind of like, oh man, you're not gonna let anything from these guys so bad. And I always tell my team like, okay, if they are bad, why you guys have 2 deaths then? So why aren't you guys playing clean like EG? If you just really want to be the best, you want to be like secret, close out games clean, then go win 20 minutes. Why are we taking 30 minutes to beat these shit teams? Because you're
Right.
bad,
Like,
and there's room for improvement. There's always room for improvement, and until we have a clean game where everyone has like 1-2 deaths max, maybe on Dubu, and everyone all the other cores have 3 deaths, 0 deaths, then we can not scrim this team and move on to the next team.
Damn,
Cool.
I love it. Drill Sergeant Moon Meander, I love it. Good shit there. You guys definitely are coming out and bringing the heat, and I'm sure you've won over some more fans as we continue to watch your run through this division. So at that, I'll just go ahead and let you go, Moon. A privilege to watch you guys play again, and congratulations again on your win.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome stuff. I love that. And that was something we were talking about in our series matchup recently, I believe, with 4 Zoomers. You know, when you go against these kind of, lower echelon underdog type of teams, you can look at it in one way and being like, we should win this. Let's just have some fun with it. Or you're better than them. Show us why you're better than them. Don't drop a death, play clean, smash them real fast and move on. And that sounds like a motivator for Moon Meander and his squad. And, I think we saw a bit of that today against Sadboys. And by the interview, he is hella confident that they were way better. That's
the thing that
great to hear.
Illustrates to me is, I mean, obviously we only get to see their matches, but they're all scrimming each other. So they kind of know, what the tier list is. Like, we're looking at the roster of Sadboys, like, this is unbelievable. But that's on paper. And in practice, so far at least, they haven't been as good as teams like Undying.
Moon, I think, is like a really underrated player, at least in the public eye. And like the reason I asked them that question is because like I'm friends of his. I don't know him super well, but I know I have some of my friends are disciples of his, essentially. Like I know that he has a lot of students where he literally teaches people like how to look at Dota and how to improve their game. Like, Sammy Boys and people like that. Like a lot of these tier 2 stars are basically people that have learned from Moon Meander as a player at some point. Like he said something that's been like paradigm shift level that has changed their way of thinking about Dota. And so it's cool to hear from the master, at some point. It's really cool to get him in an interview. It's unfortunate they're probably rotating through. We won't get him for another 5.
Yeah,
but
right.
he really is like a master level Dota player and super well respected amongst players.
Quite a personality shift, right? This is coming from someone who was highly talented and skilled in Heroes of New Earth and was known to drop Gs and BM and all that. And now you hear him like, let's just get the job done. We'll smash the opponents who are below us and we'll prepare and respect the opponents that are better than us in Quincy Crew and EG. So, these are players who have all the veteran experience and have also matured, to kind of bring the discipline necessary to pull out the win when they realize the gravity of what's before them. So, hype stuff. I'm just getting more hyped up for the eventual Undying Quincy Crew. That's going to be slated to come soon. I believe our schedule is going to be updated at the end of today. We will not have a graphic of next week's schedule yet. That will come on our next broadcast, but the schedule is being updated, so we'll find out soon how things are going. But with that and wrapping up today, why don't we go ahead and take a quick look at the current standings based on the results of today to see where we are currently situated. And as I mentioned before, it looks like we're starting to have some extra divide in the division. You got your top 3, your middle 2, and your bottom 3. But based on today's results, we may see some interesting things develop. Certainly with A-Team coming in early today, taking down Black and Yellow 2-0. Now A-Team, all they have to do, if they can beat 5-Man Midas, they get to stay in the upper division. If they don't beat 5-Man Midas, well, then we're gonna have a 3-way dance to find out who gets to stay and who has to go.
We get a playoff. We get a playoff.
We say that, but technically, Black and Yellow can still beat other teams. They're just not favored to.
They play Quincy Crew. They could beat Quincy Crew.
Anything is possible.
A-Team could beat EG and not have to worry about the tiebreakers.
It could happen. Yes, they could just be the best team we've ever seen after that last performance. So who knows?
Yeah, definitely. There's expectations, and then there's, of course, the reality of what's to come. But if things go as expected already, that's what we're looking at. We could be looking at EG scoring a first spot. We could be looking at Undying versus Quincy Crew battling for the second spot. And then, of course, you have the middle of the road waiting for potentially season 2 if they stick together. And then, between the bottom 3, who's going to hopefully stay on. just so exciting to see this NA division develop.
I gotta
Yeah, I
say, I'm
can't wait.
impressed with Pythian's ability to just like manipulate this thing here that we're looking at. Like with what you're, I'm mesmerized with that. Like he moved black and yellow up with the hypothetical that you guys came up with. It's like, how did he know? He knew we were going to talk about this bullshit.
He's on it. He's a wizard. Shouts, of course, to
Hey,
Pythian being on it, and then he'll just like put
OP.
Jenkins at the top.
if I was in the upper division, this is about how it would go. If there's 5 of me,
Yeah.
Moonmeander could vouch for that.
But if you were in the lower
Psych.
division, probably not so hot, right? You'd probably be about even.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I don't know why you would say something like that.
Oh, okay. Let's take a peek once again at the schedule and see when you'll get to see our lovely faces again, because we're only halfway through week number 4. We are going to have a Day of the Dark on Friday, so don't worry, you're not going to miss any of your precious North American Dota. Do come back, though, on Saturday. We have more lower division action to come. I believe we have the good old
That's a big one.
Cryptic Neff duo. Felt Simply 2 Based. Yes, certainly a big one. Felt holding an undefeated record. Many question if they've even had a hard schedule, though. Simply 2 Based looking like the kings of the lower division.
You got to
We'll see
hype
how
it
that
up,
one pans
Dakota.
out.
This
I
is gonna be
know!
Hype.
I know. But maybe, you never know. Today, we didn't know what to expect with A-Team. Maybe Felt can do a bit of the same and be inspired from what they saw.
There
And
you
then
go.
Electronic Boys versus Jinghu. I know, I'm trying my best here. We will be back on Sunday, of course. We have Evil Geniuses versus A-Team, the new confident winners.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Quincy Crew going against Black and Yellow. And as you mentioned, Suns fan, Black and Yellow, another opportunity for them to stay alive in the upper division if they could somehow pull out a win there. And then the match I know you care about the most, Suns fan, Arkosh playing Jinghu.
Can't
Yeah, that'll
wait
be
for that.
that'll be a
one.
quick day. That'll be a quick day. Obviously, EG is going to dumpster A-Team. Quincy Crew's going to dumpster Black and Yellow. And Janghu's going to dumpster Arkosh. Those people are complete trash. I don't even want to call them people.
Damn, I hope
Well,
you're not talking
technically
about
not.
A-Team and Black and Yellow, and you're only talking about Arkosh there.
Of course, I'm just talking about Arkosh. They're
Okay.
literal creatures. Literal
Yes, okay,
animals.
thank you. All right, got to clarify that. Fun times, fun day, and certainly, maybe it turned out more hype than we had expected, but I think with that, we will put it to bed. Gentlemen, on behalf of Suns fan, Jenkins, Trent, Lyrical, Parker, Pythian, and the rest, thank you so much for tuning in to another fun day of NADPC. We'll see you back on Saturday for lower division action. Take care.